The second, the automated glass gates of my brand new $7.2 million Malibu cliffside fortress slid open on my 21st birthday. My mother, Amelia, floored her white Range Rover straight up the driveway like she owned the deed, popped the trunk, and started unloading cardboard boxes labeled Aubrey's Dior, Aubrey's Dyson Airwrap, Aubrey's Diary, Touch and You Die, while screaming over the Pacific wind, Donna, family shares everything. Aubrey's moving in permanently. That ocean view corner suite is perfect for content. Let's go. My father, Jonathan, hopping out the passenger side, already nodding like a dashboard bobblehead. My spoiled 18-year-old sister, Aubrey, live streaming the whole invasion for her 1.2 million followers, panning across my floor-to-ceiling windows like she was giving a house tour on Selling Sunset in 4 hours earlier, this was my sanctuary. Deed signed over to me and me alone by my grandmother Vivian with the exact words, "Not even blood gets to violate this fortress, Donna. Guard it with your life." Now it looked like they were turning my palace into a sorority house because sisters help each other. I felt the slap before her hand even crossed the air. Drop your city, and the moment your own parents tried to move your little sister into the house that literally has your name etched in the marble foyer. I'm reading every single one, no cap. My name is Dana Elise Brooks, 21 years old today, sophomore at Pepperdine, majoring in finance on a full-ride scholarship my grandmother secretly paid for after my parents drained my original college fund for Aubrey's gap year Euro aesthetic that somehow cost $118,000 and produced 400 Instagram posts but 0 college credits. I grew up in Hidden Hills watching every dollar I ever saved from babysitting, every birthday check from grandma, every modeling gig I booked at 15 get rerouted into Aubrey's wardrobe, Aubrey's private tutors, Aubrey's brand trips to Tulum and Santorini while I was told to stop being selfish. And family shares everything, Dana. Why can't you just be happy for your sister? Grandma Vivian built her real estate empire from nothing, flipped her first house at 23, owned half the commercial buildings on Rodeo by 40, and saw the pattern early. I was the family ATM, Aubrey was the family princess, and my parents were the bankers who kept making unauthorized withdrawals. On my 21st birthday, Grandma slid a black leather Hermes folder across the Calacatta Marble Island. Inside was the deed to a 7,200 square foot glass and steel masterpiece hanging off the edge of Malibu with 180-degree ocean views. Infinity pool that drops into the Pacific. 6 bedrooms, 8 baths, a screening room, a gym, and bulletproof everything. My name in bold on every page. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "This is your fortress, Dana. The day you let someone cross that threshold without your permission is the day you hand them your future. Guard it with teeth if you have to." They didn't even wait for the birthday cake to be cut. Mom kicked the front door like she was serving an eviction notice in reverse. Started barking orders at nobody about where to put Aubrey's 15 Balenciaga boxes, already claiming the primary suite with the private balcony because the golden hour lighting is insane for GRWM videos. Dad was carrying in a ring light the size of a satellite dish. Aubrey was filming everything vertical for TikTok, narrating POV, "You and your sis share a Malibu mansion," while I stood there in the same Stanford hoodie I'd worn for 3 days straight during finals, holding the deed like it was written in disappearing ink. I tried to be calm at first. "Mom, the deed says a Dana Brooks only. Grandma made that clear. This isn't a vacation rental." Mom laughed, actually laughed in my face, then slapped me so hard across the cheek my vision blurred white for a second. "Ungrateful little bitch, after everything we sacrificed for you?" Dad jumped in with the classic guilt trip remix. "You're still a child, Dana. You can't maintain a house this size. Sisters should live together. It's only fair." Aubrey was already FaceTiming her manager about new Malibu content house energy. That slap lit the match. Grandma Vivian never left the property. She'd been watching the entire circus unfold from the panic room on the 3rd floor, sipping her 1942 like a villain who already knew the ending. She walked down the floating staircase in slow motion, Chanel slippers clicking on glass, looked at the perfect red handprint blooming on my face, and smiled the coldest smile the Pacific has ever seen. Amelia, Jonathan, Aubrey, every word, every threat, that slap, all of it recorded in 8K with timestamps and audio from 12 hidden cameras. My lawyer's been on standby since noon, and the Malibu's Lost Hills Sheriff Substation is exactly 4 minutes out because I called them the second your daughter's hand touched my granddaughter's face. You should have seen the color drain from their faces faster than the tide going out. Mom went ghost white, started clutching her pearls like they were rosary beads. Dad's mouth opened and closed like a goldfish. Aubrey dropped her iPhone 15 Pro Max and the screen shattered into a spider web that perfectly matched her future. Sirens in the distance got louder, red and blue lights bouncing off every glass wall like a damn disco of consequences. 3 patrol units rolled up the driveway, lights flashing off the infinity pool. Deputies stepping out like they were about to raid a cartel compound. Grandma opened the door herself, calm as a Sunday morning, and said, "Officers, thank you for the rapid response. Trespassing, assault, attempted theft by deception, and intimidation of a property owner, all on camera. The owner is right here, Donna Brooks, 21 today, and she'll be pressing every charge." Mom started screaming about family business. Dad tried at the "we were just talking" defense. Aubrey threw her own parents under the bus in real time, crying, "They forced me to come. I told them it was wrong. I'm the real victim here." While fake sobbing so hard her lash extensions slid down her cheeks like black caterpillars. The deputy didn't even blink, just asked the only question that mattered. "Miss Brooks, do you wish to press charges?" I looked my mother dead in her eyes, felt the sting on my cheek, felt every stolen dollar, every missed birthday, every "why can't you just share" lecture, felt the weight of the deed in my hand, and said the 7 words I'd been rehearsing in my head since I was 12 years old. "Yes, officers, all 3 of them, now." Handcuffs clicked like the sweetest sound I'd ever heard. Aubrey was screaming, "This will ruin my brand!" as they walked her out barefoot because she refused to put down her cracked phone. Mom was begging Grandma on her knees, "You can't do this to your own daughter." Grandma just sipped her tequila and said, "I just did. Blood doesn't get a free pass to steal what's mine or what's Dana's." Lesson learned the hard way. 6 months later, the case is a Malibu legend. Mom and Dad pled to reduce charges, got probation, mandatory therapy, and a permanent no-contact order. Aubrey's on 3 years probation, 500 hours community service at the Malibu Senior Center. Grandma personally requested that placement. And her follower count is down 900K because the mugshot hit every blog from Dumois to TMZ. The glass fortress is paid off, title cleaner than Aubrey's conscience, security system upgraded to military grade, and the only people with key cards are me, Grandma, and the cleaning crew who sign NDAs thicker than the deed itself. I host Friendsgiving now on that same cliff, long table overlooking the Pacific, full of cousins who never ask me for a dime, friends who celebrate my wins instead of stealing them. And Grandma Vivian sits at the head in a custom Dior, raising a glass to the granddaughter who finally grew teeth. So yeah, I went from the family doormat to the one who had them removed in handcuffs on my 21st birthday, while the Pacific waves clapped in the background, and every sunrise over my glass fortress now feels like the universe saying, "You earned this, Queen. Keep the gates locked." Drop your city, and the day you finally locked the door on people who thought family meant open house. I'm replying to every single story because somebody reading this is still getting guilt-tripped into letting leeches carry boxes into the home that has their name on the deed. Change the locks, press the charges, upgrade the cameras, and go live the life they tried to move into without asking. The view is crystal clear when the only reflection in the glass is yours. Peace out. Stay unbothered on your own cliff. Stay making them watch from the gate they'll never open again. Love y'all. For real.